So I'm Wim De Kesel. I'm working for the company Legrand. We are a manufacturer of electrical installation material for the electrical and the digital infrastructure in buildings. Also quite active in everything which is related to regulations and standardization, but also using these documents to prove compliance of our products with the local requirements. Very active on an European level, so national, European and international level, and also having quite some activities with different people around the world of the company Legrand and outside to ensure that standards are understood, are being used, and that products are compliant. Well, smart cities isn't smart unless you have all the different aspects of a city which are smart. So there is the grid, there is the production plants, there's also the decentralized productions which go into the buildings. So if you have a city without smart buildings, you might have an issue. And this is not only related to the energy management in the buildings, but it is also related to the mobility of people. It's to do with the waste collection, and also the waste selection and recycling in the end. So it is extremely important that buildings are smart and that we have a good interface between the smart cities and the smart buildings. For my company and my interest, which lies mostly in the electrical energy, it is such that we are facing today a major challenge to ensure that not only the electrons go from the grid into the buildings, but also the data. So the data and the energy needs to go the same way. And today we are facing a large issue around that. Now within Europe, and in fact in the world, it is such that we are working on the all-electric society. And there it is very important that we are introducing the knowledge and also the interaction between the energy flow and the data flows. Now, how India and Europe need to work together is, in my opinion, through the international standardization organization, so ISO IEC, because we need to work not only at a European-Indian basis, which is very important as two major markets in the world, but we need to work for the world and the global market. And there I'm sure that with the expertise and the knowledge that exists in India and in Europe, having a completely different industrial base and also history, it is of utmost importance to combine the strengths of the two regions to ensure that in the international level we have a common understanding and we can address all problems. I mean, in Europe, we don't really know what the real Indian issues are. I mean, only the Indian experts know, and that definitely needs to be contributed to the whole discussion to ensure we have a global solution. And we're not only looking at part of the problem. So a very good collaboration is essential to find the solutions that we are needing in the world, and where India and Europe can work together also to implement the solutions that both regions in the world need, but then definitely taking into consideration that global approach. If you don't standardize things, then you're not going to be interoperable. Standards are definitely needed. Standards are essential in the whole context. Now, standards are only going to help if there is a legal framework which is covering the global impact on society. So regulations are the first step, and these can refer to standards. Now, standards for me need to be set, but we shall not standardize till the last little drop, till the last little issue. Standards need to be set in such a way that they are accommodating also innovation. So standards need to be left to a certain level, but the detail, the industry experts and the standardization organizations need to leave the opportunity to people to innovate, to bring new ideas, to bring new solutions, and to bring new applications and technologies into whatever we need to do to ensure that we have smart cities. So very important to keep this in mind, and having standards which go for performance, going for interoperability on a high level, but don't focus too much on the details, because then we are ruling out innovation, which is extremely important to make sure that the smart cities will become a real reality in the world.